Hi and welcome to another Pick a Card general reading. So today we are asking Spirit for monthly predictions for November. I was about to say this is a timeless reading, but there's no way this is a timeless reading. We are specifically asking for predictions for November. Now today's reading will be taken into the extended. We're doing a general prediction in each of these four groups, and then in the Patreon extended reading, I will be dividing those predictions into three individual categories of career, love, and life specifically. So group one, you have the amethyst crystal today. These are new as well, and I'm just sort of touching them and playing with them for the first time. This looks like a smoky amethyst. Not very well charged. I might have to put that one in the full moon after the retrogrades. And group two, you have the clear quartz or the rock crystal. I'm not sure. I would say clear quartz, but based on the clarity of this, it looks more like a rock crystal than a clear quartz with all those markings inside. And group three, you have the smoky quartz crystal. A little bit shorter, but just as powerful. Group four, today you have the rose quartz crystal. So I'll put that down. If you do need more time, feel free to pause the video now. Otherwise, when you know which of these four groups you're feeling most called to, check the timestamps below and join me in your reading. Hi group one, and welcome. If you chose this amethyst crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So today, group one, we're asking Spirit about November. We're trying to get November predictions. I will be going into the extended on Patreon for this reading, where I hope to get more information, going specifically into career, life, and love. But for my group ones on YouTube, please, Spirit, what can you tell them about their November? What is going on with group ones in November? Alright, I see a few cards here. I don't know if I want to take them all though. No. I'll take the one that fell out first because he literally stared me in my eyes. The King of Cups fell out for you first, and it's quite a haunting character on in this deck. Let's shuffle through. What is going on for my group ones in November, Spirit? I just heard a transfer of emotions. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. Someone's slowing down. Oh, I just heard slowing down to realize what they had. And the Nine of Wands, slowing down to realize what they have. Nine of Wands, I'm hearing perseverance, overcoming a struggle, not giving up, not giving up. All right, so can we clarify this haunting King of Cups, please? We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I said transfer of emotion was the first thing that came to my head. Seven of Swords reversed. It feels like authenticity of character is in question. This person is really concerned about how you view them. I don't want to jump the gun and reflect or deflect this emotion onto someone else, though. I think there's an element of you in this King of Cups. We'll get more cards out, and I'll tell you what I'm feeling. The Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. Why is that in this reading? Knight of Swords with the Ace of Cups reversed. Wow. And our Nine of Wands, please. Seven of Cups. Goodness. So your November is only confusing because you have choices, group one. Your November is going to feel like, why now? That's what I'm feeling. You're going to be saying to yourself, why now? As if whatever is coming to you could have, would have, should have come a lot sooner than it did. It feels like you're miles ahead, and whatever's coming to you, you kind of don't want it anymore with this Ace of Cups. It feels emotional. It feels like you're stopping this knight dead in their tracks and saying, you know what, actually... turn around, go back, like, I'm good. But the Nine of Wands here, I heard persevering. So you are going to overcome a personal struggle, I want to say. You're going to be lifting and elevating yourself out of, I feels like a frustrating circumstance, because it's being clarified by our Seven of Cups. And this Seven of Cups is about confusion for you. You have too many choices and you're saying, why now? Like, why now did I have to have this many choices? There is a concern here for you, Group 1, with this King of Cups. In November, you do have a decision to make. You do have someone else's feelings to consider when you make this choice. You're afraid of doing wrong by them. You're afraid of lying to them. You're afraid of deceiving them. You're afraid of taking a certain standpoint because it's not honest. And I also am hearing that for some of you, it's not being honest to yourself. A scenario that I'm getting is that you might cut someone down. This is the Knight who's coming towards you. You're going to cut them down and tell them, no, stop. Like, I don't want that. When your heart is actually saying you do. But you're making it seem as though their gestures are unrequited. Like, please don't do that. Like, I'm not comfortable with it. But the part of you is actually wanting it to happen. Part of you is actually lying to yourself. So there's a lot going on for you, and it feels like inner turmoil more than anything. It feels like you are going to have success, but for this group, that is the adversity that you will face in November, is this feeling of why now? You're confused by your choices, and you do feel like you have to consider somebody else's feelings when making a decision. I do see you overcoming this with the Nine of Wands, absolutely. That is why we're highlighting this, because this is your major issue, and it's could have been a lot worse. Hey, Group 1, you've had to overcome a lot more in the past. You will overcome this issue as well. Bottom deck energy is the Eight of Wands. So there is a strong encouragement here, Group 1, to slow down. Don't make hasty decisions. Don't try to rush through this. Really think about this. And don't think about other people first. Think about them secondarily. Primarily, you should be considering your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own needs here. As the King of Cups, you are someone who doesn't display a lot of emotion. You choose to put on a mask, so to speak, and internalize what you are feeling just to make other people comfortable, just to make sure other people feel okay. And in this case, I feel like your mask might crack here, because this Knight of Swords is almost the last straw for you in November, and it might lead to you missing out on an opportunity here with the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups, as we know, can be an emotional opportunity. They are opportunities though. This isn't a promise, and I see you hastily cutting that promise down before it has time to be delivered, because this quick-moving Knight of Swords is very quickly placed in the reversed position as soon as they enter your life. So just be mindful of that. If that is an opportunity you want to explore, the advice is to just slow it down, think things through, don't make a hasty decision. And always think of other people's needs secondarily. Put your own needs first. You've been wearing this mask as the King of Cups for some time. Now, I also want to get some Moonology cards for you. Group 1, please, Spirit. What is going on for Group 1 in November? What is going on for Group 1 in November? We have balance, spirituality, and practicality, a full moon in Pisces. Yeah, I do want to say that emotions are going to be running high for you. This is my watery Pisces energy. There's intuitive energy behind this card as well, but I feel like your emotions are going to be running high, especially with the King of Cups. You're going to feel challenged. You're going to feel tested. You're going to be asking yourself, why now? Nothing will come of this situation. So there is a strong message here to just sit on that overwhelming feeling. Don't lash out. Don't say something you're going to regret. If someone is really pushing your buttons, there's an indication to remove yourself from the conversation here. You don't need to feed into that energy. We're striving for the best outcome for ourselves. just make sure that you don't make a hasty decision here with your communication, especially. Bottom deck energy in this deck is your commitment is being tested. Absolutely. Look at this first quarter moon. So in November, we will have a new moon halfway through. And I feel like it's that second week of November. Sorry, it might be that first week. That first week of November, towards the end there, as we come into the second week new moon energy, it is going to be, that is when you're going to feel these challenges. That is when you're going to feel really tested and like somebody is literally just pushing your buttons. So remove yourself from the situation and make sure, excuse me, you don't say something that you're going to regret. Can we predict? Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Your throat chakra might have a bit of trouble. I see you overthinking things and then lashing out because you just feel so overwhelmed by all this emotion that you've internalized. So by all means, ground yourself, remove yourself from the situation and stand up for what truly matters with this Nine of Wands. Yes, group 1, please. What is going on for them in November? What is going on for them in November? Group 1. What is going on for group 1 in November? Group. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Stuck in the mud. Stuck in the mud. You know what I just felt, though? Oh, my gosh. Look at this imagery with me, group 1. What I'm feeling is that you are going to see this situation as though you are the elephant here. As though you are the one with all that weight and pressure in this very, very dry, sticky mud. When actually, group 1, you are the bird. You aren't stuck in this situation. This person knows how to test you to the point where you feel like you're going in circles, like you are this person, the elephant in this situation, who is stuck, who is slow, who is fighting against gravity, you know? But actually, you have wings. You're the bird. You aren't as stuck as you appear to be. This situation is temporary. I feel called to tell you that as well. And look, we have another moon on this one. And this one is sort of a crescent moon. So you aren't as stuck as you appear to be. Remember that. That is your mantra for November. You aren't as stuck as you appear to be. This person seems to know how to push your buttons to lead you to believe that you are the elephant in this situation, but you have wings. You can fly out of there, no worries. And I do see you trying to do that. You're reversing that communication. You're going, nope, sorry, not today. I'm actually not here for that. Group 1, please, Spirit. What's going on in November? We have coming to life. Yes, you're standing up for yourself. And look at the blue in this person's hand. I am seeing throat chakra, asserting communication, asserting your logical thinking. Being really careful with your communication is what I want to warn you about. Just being very careful, you know. Your throat chakra isn't just about communicating. It's about your logic as well and what you say to yourself, what you internalize to yourself. So just being really mindful of all of that as well. And we have encouragement. So I'm getting a message that for you in November, it's about choosing who you want around you. It's about choosing the right people to be there to support you. Because not all people who are there for your time are also there to support you. Some people are just trying to take your time and take your energy. So for you, it's really about focusing on those people who matter, focusing on those people who give as much as they take, who encourage you, who support you, who stand by you, really focusing on those intimate connections. And bottom deck energy for this deck is goblins. Yes, you are going to have some goblins come out of the woodwork trying to create challenges for you with this number 5. They are going to try to dim your light, group 1. I do see you overcoming this, okay? This is a good warning because you are not as gullible as these goblins think that you are. You are going to immediately recognize them. And you do have people around you who will stand up for you and who will have your back in this situation as well. I want to get gem cards for you. What can group 1 expect in November, Spirit? Can group 1 expect in November? What is actually, can we talk about this 9 of Wands? Can we talk about that, please? What is their choices? What is their options? Okay, we have the Sun here with, oh my gosh, This is going to test me. Dumortierite. Dumortierite. The sun and the sacral chakra, number 25. So I do see you being conflicted by this choice. With the number 25, I'm thinking of 2 decisions, 5 challenges. It's a very conflicting decision. It's something that you are inspired to persevere through, though. It's almost like these people are trying to distract you from this other goal that you have in your life, Group 1. Don't give up on that goal. Don't give up on that goal. With the sun on this card, I see that making you very happy. You are going to be able to overcome these obstacles in November. In fact, it's a no-brainer for you. It's so easy for you because you have been fighting other people's opinions. You have been overcoming your adversity and challenges. This is just a minor hiccup. Your commitment is being tested here towards this other goal that you're working on. It's something to do with your passion. You're very passionate about it. I want to say that for some of you it's very creative, but the inspiration for this idea came a little while ago, and this is just a little hiccup. I want to say that this is spirit testing to see if you're ready for the full bull, but we'll get into that in the extended as well. This is going to make you very happy. Don't give up on that. Anything else that you can tell us about Group 1's November, Spirit? What can they expect? Group 1's November, please. Group 1's November. There's one specific card in here, apparently. I just can't pick it. Group 1. What is going on in their November? Come on. Where are you? It's a blue card, maybe. No, we've got another red. Garnet, Sagittarius number 13, your intuitive eye again. Your intuition is on fire this month. You are the amethyst, so that makes sense. In fact, amethyst crystals might be helpful for you just to ground yourself, protect yourself, calm yourself down. I would definitely recommend that when you feel these challenges coming on, especially during the end of that first week in November, coming into the second week, amethyst crystals could be very useful for you. But garnet here, number 13, I want to say lucky 13 because you paint this situation as being very unlucky. Like, why did this have to happen to me? Why now? That is the main thing that you'll find yourself saying. Why now? And the truth is, it's actually a lucky 13 because you are going to overcome this situation. And this is a tiny hiccup. It's a minor challenge compared to what you've already had to overcome, you know? It's just the last test. Your commitment here is really being tested. With the Sagittarius energy on this card, I do feel like this is a very sudden, unexpected energy. As we approach the end of our retrograde season, this is Mercury retrograde that we're in right now. I want to say it's an unexpected person that you have shared some sort of history with, that you have some sort of past with, that you haven't perhaps communicated with in quite a while, but trust your intuition, let it guide you through this situation, Group 1. And I will show you the bottom deck energy in this deck. We have black tourmaline, absolutely protect yourself. Use these crystals for protection. Number 30. So these dates could be significant for you too. We have 13, 25, and 30. This is the Pluto in terms of planet and third eye chakra. Again, your intuition is trying to guide you through this. With this Pluto, you could have shared a very intimate past with this person. This might be someone that you were fearing to come across again. Someone who really just, I mean, they challenge you in the best of ways, I want to say, because in the past you fed off that energy. In the past you liked that. Pluto is just making me, I keep hearing sex, so I'm sorry if you're not old enough for that, but that is what I keep hearing. So just protect yourselves with these black tourmalines, ground yourself with your amethyst, calm yourself with the amethyst as well. I don't know much about garnet, and I have had garnet crystals in the past, but I don't know what this Dumortierite is. I really need to go on like a crystal tour, and I do want to share that with my patrons as well. I'm going to read the messages for these cards. We'll start with garnet, just because numerically that's technically first. Alright. We have These messages for me, I just find them really helpful, so I hope they're helpful for you as well. So in moments of existential crisis, everything seems grey and murky, and there is nothing that seems worth fighting for. These times in life, however, also have a purpose and prelude to a rebirth. Garnet helps us to overcome this time, facilitating the renewal in us of optimism and the desire to fight and reaffirm ourselves. And that is literally what I see happening for you, Group 1. You feel so overwhelmed by this at first, and then you just kick yourself into that final gear with the 9 of Wands. You are not giving up here. You are catapulting yourself through to this success. Your commitment is being tested, and you will overcome this. All right, let's go forward to the 25. Do more to your right. This is a moment of great equilibrium where you have the sensation of having complete control over your life. Desires and needs are perfectly balanced. Likes and obligations are harmoniously collaborating. We move through life with with courage and optimism, and others see us as a reference point, as someone to use as an example. Absolutely, you do have, look at this, encouragement down here. These people are wanting to support you. Fall back on those connections. Don't feel too overwhelmed by this little hiccup, this little blip that doesn't even matter anymore. There are people in your life who look up to you, who want you to succeed, who are invested in your success. They will encourage you, and they'll be very grounding for you. We'll go with the black tourmaline last as well. So this is, oh, I didn't play into that. The element for this card is earth, and we have 2 fire signs on the board as well. So as we know, the planet is Pluto. We're here with our 3rd eye chakra as well. So your message for this card is everyone makes the same error over and over again, as if experience doesn't count and subconsciously we follow a script already written. The time has come to shed light on these inner blocks that determine these situations and to get to the root of the discordance. Originating in infancy and adolescence, we need to give space to introspection with trust and courage. Everyone makes the same error over and over again, as if the experience doesn't count and subconsciously we follow a script already written. That's literally what you're going to feel like when this comes in. You're going to be like, I hope you don't do this. I just heard bashing your head against the wall, so please don't do that. But it is going to feel frustrating because you've been through this. You're like, why now? Why would you come now and try to confuse me with this offer? I don't want it now. I don't need it now. Like, I just want to finish what I was doing. That's really playing into the overall energy here. But remember, protect yourself, look after yourself. You can overcome this. Don't give up on what you've been fighting for with this 9 of Wands, Group 1. I'm going to take this reading into the extended now, and we'll explore your career, your life, and your love life as well. So the extended will be available on my Patreon. Thank you so much, Group 1. Look after yourselves, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye. Hi, Group 2, and welcome. If you chose the clear rock crystal / clear quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So we're asking about November, Group 2. We're asking what is going on, what can we get, what will Spirit release to us. There will be an extended for this reading. I'll be breaking the reading down even further. We're just going to keep it general here, and of course we're going to be getting advice as well. So, Group 2, please, Spirit. What's going on in November for Group 2? Look, straight off the cuff, you have the Tower in reverse. I knew you were going to be a big energy. I did have to just clear my space with some smoke and drink some water, tried to get ready for this. So what's going on for Group 2? What is November about? What is going on in November for Group 2, Spirit? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, good on you guys. I'm very proud already. What is going on for Group 2, please, Spirit? Which one? This one. Okay, I'll take this one. We have the 9 of Swords reverse. Yeah, you are overcoming a lot. Good on you guys. All right, can I clarify this Tower in reverse, please? What's going on in November for Group 2? We have the Queen of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm keeping them. I was only going to take one, but absolutely. That really paints a detailed picture for me. And the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups reversed. Oh, I love that, actually. I love that for you. All right, 9 of Swords reversed. What's going on over here? Okay, we have the Eight of Cups reversed, and we also have the Six of Wands, so that's interesting. I'll clarify our Eight of Cups because the Eight of Cups meant something very different for Group 1 than what I usually interpret it as. Bottom deck energy for you is the King of Wands, passion, desire, perseverance. I also want to say motivation, like you're incredibly determined. November for you, Group 2, is about plowing through things that are boring for you, things that are frustrating for you, things that seem silly to you. Like I almost see you going to a family gathering because they're your family, but you know it's going to be boring, you know it's going to take a lot of energy, it's going to take up a lot of time, but you're doing it for your family. You know, you're doing it because you love them. I see you really trying to get yourself out of a rut, and you're really trying to do this by knuckling down. It wasn't easy in October for you. I want to say that there was a lot of change, there was a lot of transition, and perhaps you feel that coming into the beginning of November, but you are on the mend here with this Tower reversed. You are trying to move forward towards better fortune by being more selective, by being more observant, by being more perceptive. I see you hanging back and just making sure you've got a good eye on the situation. You're not out there trying to talk to everybody. You're not out there trying to spill your secrets to everybody. You're being very selective with who you bring into your close circle. And you're doing this to bring good fortune into your life. It's actually a very powerful strategy for you, Group 2. It's the right thing to do because you are still overcoming a lot of unexpected change. I see yourself pulling yourself out of the dust, out of the situation that really rocked you when it hit. But the Wheel of Fortune is confirming these actions and saying that that is the right thing to do. By all means, be selective. You don't have to talk to everyone. Not everyone has to know what you're up to. Not everyone has to see what you're doing. Oh, excuse me. I see you trying to distract yourself with work or study. There's something, it could even be the gym, apparently. It's something to do with your environment. You're really trying to stay motivated because it is boring for you. I want to say that in November, you are going to have boring moments that feel silly to you. They feel frivolous. Like, why am I doing this? This isn't where I want to be. Your main motivator for doing this as well is for your future success, your future happiness. You really knuckle down and either you're investing in your work, you're investing in your study, or you're investing in your health because you want to be happy. You're acknowledging in November that you aren't happy and you're not settling for what you currently have. You're in an incredibly transitional phase is what I want to say. November for you is about transitioning into the future that you want. You're creating your future in November. And you're really doing that through your actions. You're being very proactive to the point where some people are like, hey, what happened to Group 2? Like, they were at a party with me last month and I haven't seen them now. And then somebody else might say, oh, you know, I saw that they were in a different city like last month. What were they doing? You're really just out here trying to be selective, being very perceptive, and not having to dip into everybody's cup is what I'm feeling. Like, you don't feel obliged to tell everyone what you're doing. You're really out here just trying to overcome your own struggles. And I want to say that your biggest struggle in November is that you are going to be bored at times because you are so dedicated to this goal. So you are going to have moments where you're like, oh, I'm a little bit bored, or oh, I wish I could do this. But you're going to snap yourself out of it so quickly because you are so dedicated to achieving this fulfillment. I also see you trying to overcome this feeling of sorrow or loss. With this Nine of Swords, you do realize that this is only temporary. And I want to say that there's a moment of clarity amidst the pain of this card as well. You're trying to do something. It's like you're trying to fight this happening again. You're working against this because you don't want this to happen again. You don't want your worst dreams to come true. And it feels like it has something linked with this Eight of Pentacles. You really don't want this to happen again is what I'm saying. Whether this has happened to a family member or to you explicitly. It feels like you're really out here trying to secure your success because you don't want to see this happen again. And maybe it is to do with your health. But I see you being successful overall with the Six of Wands. I also see you being like emotionally unavailable to some people with the Eight of Cups reversed. You're having to sort of tell people, oh, listen, I'm busy, or actually I can't do that. It's almost like there's something that happened in your past that you really don't want to happen again. So you're so determined to be successful this time, to the point where you have so much fire, you have so much willpower. Really, the turning point for you, Group 2, I want to say that the start of November is going to be tricky for you. The turning point for you is as the closer we get to Sagittarius. So November 22nd is going to be a turning point for you. The end of the month is going to really kick you into that final gear. And that was a similar message for Group 1 as well. But for you, you are going to have so much creative, passionate energy. And you're going to feel like a renewed person towards the end of the month. You're going to feel like you have that purpose again, like you have a reason again. You've been fully gassed again, is what I'm feeling. I just saw the Judgment card beneath that, so you're going to feel like awakened again, like the truth is obvious, you can do this. There is like a tricky period at the start of the month, and then you kind of spend the next couple of days finding yourself back on track, basically. It really feels like November for you is about focusing on your success. There's something that happened in your past. You really don't want that to happen again. I see you choosing to step away from certain people. You're not wanting to invest emotions or words specifically. Like you're keeping this very secret is what I feel, Group 2. You're keeping this really secret. And the Eight of Cups reverse is telling me that some of you need to walk away from something in order to gain this success. Some of you may be considering leaving something or someone behind in order to confirm and really grab your success. I want to get some Moonology cards for you. I'll push these in a little bit so we can fit all the Oracle cards here. So Group 2 Spirit, what can you tell me about November for Group 2? What can you tell me about November? We have faith in your dreams. So the biggest advice is don't give up, Group 2. You are going to feel bored at times. You're going to be questioning, oh, why don't I just do this? Like it's only one, if it's a health goal, I see you saying like, I just really want to go out tonight. It's only one night out. Like I'm not going to get too intoxicated, or I'm not going to eat too much bad food. And it's okay to do these things in moderation, but I feel like your guilt is going to outweigh the benefits of that instant gratification. So just remind yourself that you are a dedicated person. Have faith in your dreams. I also want to say don't beat yourself up for temporarily lapsing, and remember the difference between lapse and relapse. This is me coming into my community services training now, but there's a difference between giving up and just temporarily falling off the bandwagon, you know, and I feel like you do struggle at the start of November. So don't beat yourself up too much. Don't get too festering in that guilt. Have faith in your dreams. I do see you pulling through this. You're really, really dedicated to this. Group 2, please, Spirit. What advice do you have for Group 2? We have your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. It's the long haul here, Group 2. It's the long haul. That's what matters. It all balances out in the end. Your hard work is paying off. Your dedicated effort is paying off. Yeah, I feel like Capricorn season is going to be incredibly significant for you in terms of seeing that reward pay off. But coming into Sagittarius, that November 22nd, November 23rd is going to be when you feel this new sense of purpose and direction. Any other information about Group 2's November situation, please? We have a time to give rather than take. This is in reverse, and I want to keep it that way because now is the time for you to take. Okay, now is really the time for you to take, Group 2. Don't be feeding into people who don't give back. Absolutely. Sit in your Queen of Swords. Be perceptive. Be analytical. Understand and observe that situation. Not everybody needs to know your business here. You will be successful. You are so determined to overcome your recent Tower moment. And I also see you walking away from some people with the Eight of Cups because they just aren't invested in the same things as you. A time to take rather than give for you. Luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius. It is going to be very significant for you. That Sagittarius energy is going to be very significant to you, for you. I also want to get some of these cards for you. So Group 2, please, Spirit. What can you tell me about their November situation? We have dry desert. There are going to be times where you're going to feel like you're walking around in a desert, really bored. Like, where are my friends? Why am I doing this to myself? Why did I tell myself I wanted this goal? It's so boring. There's one cactus. Oh wait, there's two over there. I can see a bird. I don't know them though. Like, that's you in your workplace or your study or your gym. Just really questioning why you set this goal for yourself. But look at this person's eye line. They're looking ahead. They're looking at the horizon. They're appreciating that this situation is temporary. This situation is necessary in order to get to that goal on the horizon. And the more persevering that you are, the more effort that you put in, the closer that goal appears. Don't focus on the desert is the message behind this card. Success is on the horizon. Number 31. That's interesting. My birthday is the 31st of December, and we have Capricorn here too. So it could be the 31st of December is a significant day for you as well. Group 2, please, Spirit. What advice can you give them? What's going to be happening in November? What's going on for my Group 2s? Group 2. We have intention. Absolutely. Set your intentions, Group 2. Oh, look at the number on this. 22. 22. I want to say follow through with your intentions is what this card is saying, because you have a purpose. You have a sense of direction. You just get a little bit lost along the way. So the 22nd of November is about reaffirming your intentions, repurposing that sense of direction, you know, understanding why you're on this journey in the first place. You will get through this. You will overcome this. I just think that you get a little bit lost at the start of the month. But I do see you coming through. I do see you pulling through. I want to get one more card, and then I'll just feel if there's any other messages meant for you as well. Stuck in the mud, this came out for Group 1. So it might be this final retrograde that pulls us back, that leads us to believe that we're stuck. But the stuck in the mud card, I had an interesting analogy for Group 1, and I'll share it with you as well. I feel like you see yourself as the elephant in this situation, especially at the start of the month, you know? You start to feel like things are moving really slowly, like you're this great big body mass fighting gravity here, and you're really struggling to get ahead. But actually, the reason why I love this card is because you aren't the elephant at all, Group 2. You're the bird. You are very free. Just like the Eight of Swords, this illusion of being stuck is all in your head, and I mean that in the best of ways. You will overcome this challenge. It is the final little rock in your journey of rollerblading, you know? If you've ever rollerbladed over a rock, you'll know that that is that's no joke. But being stuck in the mud here is an illusion. It's just a little hiccup in your journey. You will get through this. You will overcome this one step at a time. And we go from 22 to 24 here, so there will be progression for you, Group 2. Bottom deck energy in this deck is the Gentle Gardener. Yeah, I see you really just taking time, keeping this little secret under wraps, like looking over this little intention that you're cultivating, you know, these eggs that you're cultivating, and you're not going to tell anyone until you're ready, and that's fine. But just know that luck is on your side. The wheel of fortune is on your side. Your determination, your effort will be recognized. Success will come to you, Group 2. I see you being incredibly successful here. And it feels like a choice with the 2. I just think that this is the confirmation that you need to remind yourself that you don't need to tell everybody everything. This feels like the Two of Swords, you know, secrets, trusting your intuition, not needing to share these things with everyone, and having faith in your dreams. Is there anything else, Group 2 Spirit, that I need to share with them? Because we are running a little bit ahead of time for you. Anything else for Group 2 that I need to share with them for November? Just remember that happiness comes from within, especially with this Ten of Cups. You almost hit a point here when you're really focusing on your Eight of Pentacles, and you're doing this so that you can be happy in the future. But just remember, you don't actually have to put pause on your happiness. I think it's really powerful and motivating for you to realize and recognize that you're not happy right now. In fact, I think that is your main motivation towards this change, towards this Eight of Pentacles effort. That is the main reason why you are so focused here. But also, just remember that your true happiness lies within, because there are going to be moments when you're scrolling through social media or you're hearing of other people and what they're doing, and you kind of get this like FOMO feeling, like you're missing out on something. When the truth is, you know, that's just one side of the story. That's just social media's depiction of that happiness. I want to say that a lot of these people aren't happy either. And you're not really missing out, is what Spirit is indicating. If you do feel that you're not happy, you know, there's that beautiful quote that I want to share with you, but I can't remember it. Sometimes we get so distracted by our pursuit of happiness that we forget to just be happy. And that is what I feel that this card is reminding you about as well. Like, it's okay to be, in fact, it's incredibly inspiring to be so motivated and dedicated towards your future happiness. But don't be so focused that you forget to be happy right now as well. If you do get this FOMO feeling, remember that happiness starts from within, and you always have the power and the ability to create moments of joy and happiness in your present. That is the message that I got for that card. Is there anything else, though, for group 2 that I might have missed? I do see you being a little bit of a lone wolf, if I haven't said that already. Like, even group 1 had a really small, intimate social group, but I feel like for you, group 2, you are really a lone wolf. You're out here tightening your circle to the point where it's just you and the gym, or it's just you and work. It's just you and your study. And that's okay. It's only temporary. And it's really about putting in the work so that you can live the dream that you wanted. I just need to remind you that now is a time to take rather than give. With that Virgo in reverse, you are going to spend a lot of time alone. But luck is on your side, and I do see your hard work paying off. I think that's where I'm going to leave it, because I don't want to over-explain this. I'm going to take this into the extended now. So my patrons, you will have access to career, life, and love. That is what I'm dividing this message into. I'm going to take that over to the extended now. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I hope you are safe, well, and happy. If not, I'm going to be sending you that to try to help you raise your vibrations. But by all means, look after yourselves, group 2. Put yourself first, and remember, it's a time to take rather than give. See you in another video, group 2. Bye! Hi, group 3, and welcome. If you chose the Smoky Quartz Crystal, then this is going to be your reading. I got so excited to see you, so welcome. I hope you are well. If not, let's figure out why. No. We're going to be getting information about November for you. We're going to be predicting November to the best of our abilities. Remember that you are in control here. Nothing is set in stone, but this reading might help you, guide you through the challenges that you will experience. There will be an extended on my Patreon. If you are any patron that is signed up to me on any tier, you will have access to that extended. It is live at the time that you are seeing this, so by all means, go ahead and watch it after this. I'll talk about this at the end anyway, but there's going to be an extended. Let's focus on you for now. Group 3. What is going on in November for group 3, please? What is going on in November for group 3? We have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're juggling something, but I feel like you're uncertain about something too. I'm actually getting a feeling of indecision, like, and normally I would get that with the Two of Swords, not the Two of Pentacles. Like, I see you juggling things. I think you might have to make a choice, group 3. I mean, listen, this is upright, so your ability to juggle is immaculate, but I don't think it's fair because you're unable to really balance the amount of energy that you put into these two things. So eventually you're going to have to choose which one to take, but we'll get into that. Let's figure out what's going on. Group 3, please. What's happening in November for group 3, Spirit? What's happening in November for group 3? Group 3, we have the Ten of Wands reverse. You will inevitably drop something because you've been carrying too much. What's happening in November for group 3, please? Group 3, what's happening in November? I want to take that card, but it didn't really come out. Group 3, what's happening in November for group 3? What's happening in November for group 3, please? Group 3. I'm really worried about you now, actually. We have our Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like you are taking this incredibly personally. Like you really feel like this is not okay. It's like your emotions are really struggling with this decision to let go of something. But the truth is, like, it didn't just leave. Like, you broke your back trying to keep this thing. That is why the Ten of Wands is reversed. You literally don't have any capacity to take this on. Can I clarify what this Two of Pentacles is, please? The Hanged Man reverse. It's an indecision of some sorts. You need to take yourself down. Listen, I think you know what this is. I think for most of you, Group 3, you've been weighing on this for a while. Like, you've been waiting on this for a while. The Hanged Man, I almost feel like this card, it just feels like you've been sitting in this energy for some time. You need to make a clear decision here. I need to tell you that with this card, you have all the information. What you're waiting for is not coming. The universe has sent you all the signs possible in order for you to gain this new perspective. And you are just, at this point, you're still refusing to see it. You're still refusing to action it. You know what you should be doing, but you're not actioning it. So I see it happening by force here with the Ten of Wands. And listen, it's going to affect your health, because these sorts of things over time, they continue to just eat away at us. But can I, before I jump to conclusions, oh my gosh, what is going on here with the Ten of Wands? What is going on? What's happening in November for my Group 3s? We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, some of you guys are worried that you're going to miss out on something unless you make a change. And at this rate, I'm sorry to say, Group 3, but I think you might. I think you might actually miss out on something here. What are they missing out on, Spirit? You're missing out on an opportunity to move towards calmer waters with a passionate, high priestess, balanced person. Okay, so this is the opportunity to settle some sort of debt with the Justice, some sort of karma, some unfinished business. It's something that you dream about. It's something that this person terrifies you, though. This person really scares you. You're afraid to talk to them. You're afraid, but this is the opportunity to move forward into calmer waters. This is the opportunity for a passionate reunion. Why is that coming through? Geez, Knight of Wands. It might even just be sex for some of you, sorry, but a passionate, yeah, this person really stirs your fire, but I feel like you might miss out on that because you haven't made this choice yet. What is the information that they're waiting for here? You're waiting for a rebirth. You're waiting for an ending. You're waiting for something to die in order for this to begin. What is the information they've been given, Spirit? You've been given the answers in terms of what will make you happy. You know what will make you happy. You are in control of this card. You can't control a death situation. That's a major arcana. That's a universe intervention. You can't control that, but you have been given information about what will truly make you happy. And now the universe is saying that in November, it's up to you to decide which of these two pentacles is going to make you most happy. And you have to choose one in order to get out of this situation. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stuck there. What do they need to do, Spirit? I mean, I just said it, but what do they actually need to do? The Star, you need to believe in your dreams. You need to have faith here. You need to have hope here. There is a strong indication that you yourself are a guiding light in this situation. You yourself have the guidance that you need here. Maintain your faith, maintain your hope. I really feel like you're not as stuck as you appear to be. So what's happening with the Queen of Cups reversed here? Why is she tipping her cup out? What's going on over there? We have the Four of Swords reversed. I feel like someone's sick of waiting. Someone's like, you know what, I've been in a slumber for too long. I've been waiting for too long. I just need action. I just need to get out here and do things. So what's happening here? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So the universe is on your side here. If you choose to act, if you choose to step out of this stuck feeling, the universe will be on your side here. I want to tell you that there is a time to rest, and for many of us, this period is going to be at the beginning of November is what it feels. I'm not an astrologist. I do want to study astrology, but it feels like with what's going on with the retrogrades and after this powerful blue moon, the first week of November isn't necessarily a time for action. It feels like it's going to be distracting. It feels like a lot of us are going to feel drained, but it isn't a time to give up. There is a way to use that idleness, to use that moment of quietness, to still plan, to still create a sense of hope, to still maintain our faith in our dreams. It isn't a time to give up. But it really feels like you're trying to unburden yourself with something in November, something that has really been weighing you down. It feels like this responsibility has really been limiting you, and you feel like you're missing out on an opportunity by doing this. You feel like you're not going to be successful. But the truth is that you could very well miss out on your balancing here, some sort of karma, some sort of debt that needs to be restored. You really took a tangent, Group 3. But your November is about simplifying your life. Your November is about focusing on what makes you happy, because I don't think you've been doing that. You've been giving to two different things, and you've been really trying to make these two scenarios work out. This is a very specific message, so if it isn't resonating, I would suggest picking one of the other three groups. But I firmly feel like you are carrying too much, Group 3. And you're not focusing on what truly makes you happy. You within yourself are a guiding star. But I also feel like you have been given so much guidance. You're waiting for the universe to intervene and remove something by force. But the truth is, you already know what makes you happy. You know, this situation isn't going to happen. You have the power here to make yourself happy, to do what makes you happy. And you will be successful if you choose to do it. But at the time that you're seeing this reading, I see you still being in this stuck energy, this indecisive energy. Something about your communication here is really limited. Like you haven't been able to talk to someone specifically about this, and that is why you feel so stuck. That is why you feel like this isn't the right choice to make, but you already have all the information that you need. Spirit is indicating you aren't going to be able to tick all of those boxes because that person is inevitably going to fail to meet your expectations. I feel like what you're waiting for isn't going to come. You already have all the information that you need. I just heard till death do us part. So for some of you, you might be stuck in a relationship or a situation that feels incredibly bound, like a contract. You can get out of this situation. It isn't too late before it breaks you with this 10 of Wands. That is serious energy. 10 of Wands reversed is burnout energy. It's the feeling as though you have persisted with this obligation for so long that you've literally broken your back trying to carry it. And you don't deserve to be at that point, or you will miss out on your happiness. So it's never too late is your message. November for you is about realizing the information that you do have, recognizing the power that you do have, and acknowledging that it is never too late. The universe is on your side here. The Wheel of Fortune is upright. Amidst all this confusion, all this chaos, you have the universe on your back, helping you. I don't want to say on your back because you're carrying so much already there. Let's say the universe is walking by your side, holding your hand, like guiding you through this, trying to remove these wands off your back. You're carrying other people's responsibilities. I also want to say that you're carrying unrealistic expectations. Some of the things that you think are going to happen if you just give it a little bit longer aren't actually going to happen. They were false expectations. You've been given all the information that you need in order to get yourself out of the stuck situation, but you're still hanging there waiting for more signs. You're waiting for someone to die almost to make this situation easier, to make this choice easier, but you know what's going to truly make you happy. You're ignoring your inner guidance. You're ignoring the fact that you aren't a dead horse. You know, you have faith out here. Have hope that there is something There is a way to be happy. There is a way to be happy. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. You deserve respect, I feel I need to say, because you've been served an injustice here. This situation was meant to be over a long time ago is what I feel. And you almost feel like you're cheating someone by walking away with the Knight of Wands. You feel guilty. You feel like it's unfair of you to step out, as though that's really spontaneous and unexpected of you, but it's necessary. I really feel like you're just creating more pain by staying there. The universe is trying to guide you into safer waters, and you've really turned your intuition off about this. You're not trusting your gut. You're not trusting that little voice. You're turning her off. You're turning him off, and you're saying that this is all going to work out. And yeah, I might be a little bit bored, but it could be a lot worse. Well, no, sweets. You deserve so much more. Your Ten of Cups is waiting for you out there. I'm so excited to get into this in the extended and really break it down to figure out if it's career life or relationship. But for you, this is the main challenge in November, and you can overcome it, but you have to start putting your own needs first. You need to be selfish. That word is so negatively geared and I hate it. It's such a good, empowering thing to be selfish, putting your own needs first, recognizing the deficits, and also recognizing that nobody else is going to fill your cup except you. This person isn't going to meet your expectations. You deserve more. You deserve more. And I see you stepping into action here with the Four of Swords reverse. You have the information that you need now. You have everything that you need to move forward. There is no more that you are going to receive, because the universe is standing there with their arms crossed going, you have it all. We can't give you any more. Like, we've tried to show you. And so inevitably you're going to wake up out of the slumber and realize it's time to change. And that is when the universe will grab your hand. They'll give you a warm blanket. They'll give you a little kiss on the cheek. Chocolate apparently as well, and then you'll walk together towards your success. This is guided to be this way. Bottom deck energy for you is the Three of Pentacles. I see you collaborating with close friends, close work colleagues, people who care about you, collaborating with people who matter to get out of the situation. I see you being very selective with your time and energy and with who you choose to invest your time and energy into. You're being very careful here. You're being very strategic here. You want to collaborate with people in order to achieve the best outcome, but I see you also being careful to not tell other people the full story as well. I want to get Moonology cards for you. So group 2, please, 3, we're up to 3. Group 3, please, Spirit. What is going on in November for group 3? Group 3, what's going on in November? We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Trust your intuitive mind. Let your Pisces, I feel like some of you have that in your charts. Let a Pisces help. That's interesting. If you have a Pisces person around you, they've been trying to guide you through this, so let them help. But balance your spirituality with practicality here. Your intuition is trying to guide you through this to make a practical plan. Have faith in your dreams. Don't give up on your faith and your hope here. You deserve more. Group 3, you deserve more. You deserve your 10 of Cups. What else do my group 3 people need to hear about their November? What's going on? Oh, excuse me. Why did I jump so hard at that? It felt like my heart just leaped out of my chest. Group 3, what do they need to hear about November? What's going on? Group 3, November, please. Oh, I love this for you. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Following your true path. All roads lead to you. No. I just want to say that all roads lead to success here. Following your North Node. It would be really interesting if you could look up your birth chart to see where your North Node falls. But this is guided to be this way. It's awkward. It's painful. It's tricky. You don't want to lie to someone. You don't want to deceive someone. But it's time to focus on you, Group 3. Focus on your needs. Fill your cup up, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Bottom deck energy is don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. You're too proud. Don't be too proud to beg is what I'm hearing. There are people who want to help you here. There are people who are trying to guide you through this. Some of these people may be Pisces people. They want to guide you through this. They're trying to help you through this. Don't be too proud to beg. There are people who are invested in your success. They want you to be happy. They want you to feel as though you deserve happiness. Group 3, please, Spirit. One last card of advice for Group 3. What's going on in November? Or if you could, a couple would be marvelous. Thank you so much. All right, so you're re-examining your caring connections. That is the epitome of your November. You're looking at what truly matters. And it's interesting. Look at the faces here. Why does the female on this card look less interested than the male? You know, someone here is not as happy as the other. I feel like you really need to look into your relationships. Journey. This is about moving forward towards what is truly meant for you. Accepting your losses and taking that leap forward. You don't know what the future holds, but that can be the beauty of it as well. I know that that can be incredibly terrifying and scary, especially if you're stepping away from something that you've been in for a while. But this is about moving towards what is meant for you. Embrace this liberating feeling of freedom. And we have your heart chakra here. There is something else out there meant for you. Until you find it, focus on yourself. Focus on your own compassion, your own happiness, your own love, your own strengths. Your heart chakra is trying to call you towards your truth. Trust your intuition, Group 3. I know this isn't the third eye, but your heart is really telling you the truth here. And I feel like your heart holds the answers. You've just turned all these beacons off. You're trying to pretend like you don't have all the information, but you do. Bottom deck energy is daughter romance. I feel like this is a relationship, Group 3. I feel like there is something better for you out there, and it's time to embrace it. It's time to accept what needs to end in order to step towards something that is meant for you. To let this go. If it isn't making you happy, if it isn't fulfilling your needs, then it's time to accept that there is something better for you out there, just as there is something better for this person out there as well. Oh, my Group 3s, that is where I'm going to call the reading for YouTube. I'm going to take this into Patreon now. On Patreon, I will be dividing this energy into 3 groups. We'll be focusing on career, life, and love. And we'll be predicting November for those 3 different aspects. So, if you are a patron, join me over there. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video. Thank you so much, Group 3. Bye! Hi, Group 4, and welcome. If you chose this rose quartz crystal tower, then this is going to be your reading. I'm going to put your crystal there for now. We'll get it out of the way, but still within view. Like all obstacles. No, I'm joking. Alright, so today we are asking Spirit about November. We are getting predictions. What will November look like for you? I am going to be taking this reading into the extended as well. We'll talk about that at the end though. Let's focus on what we have right here in front of us. So, Group 4. What is November going to look like for Group 4? What is happening in November for my Group 4s? Ooh! Oh, why does this guy look so damn good? The King of Swords. What an empowering card. Now, sometimes the King of Swords can represent like the carrier of justice, like somebody who's very determined to carry out justice. And this is literally like the perfect physical and artistic interpretation of that card. Absolutely. That's a little bit funny. Like, I never saw a King of Swords person like this. Wow, okay. What else is happening for my Group 4s? What's going on? Okay, that kind of explains it. We've got the 9 of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles here. Determined to do well for fear of doing bad. I mean, that's a good motivating factor, isn't it? Sorrow, in some ways. Group 4. What is happening in November for my Group 4s, please? What is happening in November for my Group 4s? We have the Fool card. It was reversed though. You have a big decision to make in November, my Group 4s. You might be able to walk towards something, but I want to say that you're afraid of being foolish. You're afraid of making the wrong decision here with the King of Swords. Also, we are technically in a Mercury retrograde, so maybe that's something that is really just helping you, contributing, should I say, to this feeling of being not enough or not having enough to make that choice yet. But we'll clarify these energies before I jump to conclusions. What is going on with the King of Swords here? Can we clarify him? Can we clarify the King of Swords? For my Group 4s in November. group 4s in November, please. Okay, that's one way to happen. We have the Six of Pentacles for you. So there is a balance here. There's a justice here. There's a sense of, I need to do the right thing here. I also feel like you're afraid of messing up with that Nine of Swords. Like you have been through some genuine pain with that Nine of Swords, and you don't want to return there, so you need to do well, but you also feel obliged to do the right thing in this situation. You want your Nine of Pentacles, but you feel obliged to do the right thing by others is a message that's coming through. Can I clarify these two cards here? What's going on with these two nines? Another 9. You are joking. We have the 9 of Wands here. So you're not giving up, my group 4s. Sorry, I nearly said 3. You're not giving up here. You're wanting to overcome your struggles. You're wanting to persevere through this. You are not going to give up. You're not settling for your 9s. You're like, I'm happy with my success, but I'm out here for the full 10. Like, I'm not going to give up. But you are worried about these Six of Pentacles. There's something about balance here. There's something about justice here that you're concerned about. Can we explain the Fool, please? What is this leap of faith? The Four of Wands. You're taking a leap of faith towards something more stable, something more secure for you, more balanced. It could be a home situation. It could be you moving to a new place, or this decision inadvertently means that you do need to move. I don't think it's going to be disruptive, though. I think you're already in an awkward transition period, and you're recognizing that you need to level up. But you feel like the Fool is beyond leveling up, like it's a complete 0 here. You're worried about that 0. You're not seeing this Fool card as an opportunity to level up. You're seeing it as a risk to start from scratch. With the Four of Wands here, though, I definitely think you are going to be successful in that. I definitely think you are going to persevere through these fears, absolutely. In fact, these fears are strong motivators for you to continue working. It's healthy to have a bit of fear, you know? In some ways, that is your strongest motivation, is this fear of failure, this fear of going back to that feeling of lack, that feeling of loss. I do think you're going to be very successful, Group 4. Based on what I'm seeing here, it really feels like you're going to overcome this because you are not going to give up. Your desire to be successful is strong, despite feeling exhausted, despite feeling physically. I want to say for you, it's like a tie. Your body is restless, but like I keep stroking my third eye. Like my head is exhausted. My energy levels at times feel depleted, but you just go out there and you seem to find that last little 5% that you had hidden under your lungs. No, it's somewhere in your body, and you just do it. You just plow through it. And I honestly think that this risk is a good idea for you. I do think it's a good idea. Can we clarify that risk? What is this Fool situation? What is the risk? The Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning. It's a new passionate beginning. It's going to be a repurposing of old energy into something new. Is it a little bit foolish? Yes. Will it pay off? Absolutely. It's worth investing in. When you have that moment where you're able to leap towards something new, and for most of you it might be love. Listen, we got rose quartz here. I will get into that in the extended though. For many of you, just pay attention to that because it is a big deal, and it is going to leave you feeling very much more balanced and a lot more stable with that Four of Wands energy. Can I figure out what's going on here though? What is this balancing and justice? What is that about, Spirit? Why does my King of Swords people feel hesitant to move forward here because of some sort of charity? Oh, the Seven of Pentacles. You might have been investing energy into something else and you're reluctant to pull the plug on that one. You're reluctant to move forward. Yeah, the Two of Cups. You're kind of leaving something behind though. I see you already doing this. Like this is in your past. In your past, you might have been doing something else, and now you're moving forward, but you want to do it in the right way. So I see you still having to be friendly to this. You're still having your Two of Cups energy towards this. You're still having to cater towards this. But you're also not settling for this. Like you're okay with being this balanced person. You appreciate that people deserve to be treated with respect, and every situation, you know, what you put out is what you get back. So I don't see you wanting to be cruel, but I also see you going like, this is nice, but this is temporary. I really feel like phone a friend on that situation as well. Like, don't sit in this Two of Cups energy. Phone a friend if you need help. It's not a bad energy to be in, but I just feel like this is a contract for you. You've walked out. You're not investing in this situation anymore, but there is something here that you still need to contribute to. And if you do just need to vent to someone or talk to someone about that, this Two of Cups is phone a friend card for you. By all means, reach out and talk about it. Don't internalize that. Just for more support, just for more balance. This situation is going to balance itself out, though. You are going to be incredibly victorious in November. You're starting this new beginning. You're persevering through your fears, through your physical pains, your exhaustions. A message that had been coming through in the other three groups was that that first week of November is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, to say the least. We're still going to feel a little bit exhausted and tired from that full moon, blue moon. So I see you overcoming that. You're plowing through that with these 3 9s, and you're wanting the full 10 and the new beginning. Like, you're not settling. You are not settling. You're ready for your new beginning. You're going to overcome your fears, group 4. You are absolutely striving towards this new beginning. And it's a passionate new beginning for you. It really gives you a new sense of purpose. Going from our King of Swords to our Ace of Wands here, you're so excited to just light that fire up inside of you again. You're pushing everything forward because you know it's going to pay off. Bottom deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not waiting anymore. You're not waiting anymore. I see you changing lanes. This is what happens when my Knight of Pentacles gets reversed. It's a feeling as though you've changed paths recently. Something that you're investing in has been uprooted and you've changed paths. You're doing something that a lot of people wouldn't recognize you to do. Like, if you tell your close friends what you're doing, I think that a lot of them think that it's out of character for you. It's something that you typically wouldn't do, but you're following this guidance, and I think that's the right thing to do. Look at this person's head there. It's illuminated. This is the right idea. I really think that this is going to pay off for you, my group 4s. I really feel like this is an incredible new beginning for you coming in November. So I want to get some cards. We'll start with the Moonology. My group 4s, what's going on in November for them? We have prosperity lies ahead. Don't settle, my group 4s. You already know that, though. Prosperity lies ahead. Consistent effort is what I'm hearing. Consistent effort. Taurus is Venus as well. So I really feel like this is a new beginning in love for many of you. Whatever this ends up being, it is going to be something that you are incredibly passionate about. You are going to have a lot of, I want to say there's passion here, but you're going to feel very invested in this situation. Prosperity lies ahead. What else is coming in November for my group 4s? What can you tell them? My group 4s, please. What can you tell them? For my group 4s. Oh, was I supposed to take that? I'm so sorry. Oh, well, what is coming for my group 4s, please? Oh, it's probably going to fall out again. I was supposed to take that card. What is coming for my group 4s, please? We have, really? Okay, now they're just being cheeky. This card has come out in 3 of my groups, so clearly as a collective we have similar energy. Have faith in your dreams. This is the waning, waxing crescent moon. So have faith in your dreams. Don't give up, and you aren't, but this is just confirmation. Don't give up. I really feel like you really need that advice because you're going to plow through anyway. What else does my group 4s? Oh, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. I'm so excited for you. Why do I feel like a little schoolgirl right now? I'm so giddy for you. Oh my days. I mean, we knew with that rose quartz, didn't we? Like, it was going to be romance. But I'm also feeling called to share the fact that this is a Libra card. And I really felt like our King of Swords is out here with this sense of justice. They feel like a crusader. They're out here doing God's work, apparently. No, but this is someone who is so clear. They're so balanced. They know how to do things the right way. I see this person being really friendly, actually. Anyway, it's going to be a very balanced situation. It's going to be a very prosperous new beginning is what I want to tell you. Bottom deck energy here is that a personal issue reaches resolution, a new moon in Cancer. Now, the interesting thing about this card is I feel like you have got beef. No, not necessarily beef, but unsettled business with somebody else. The situation that you've uprooted, it is going to resolve itself. It was the right thing to do, and that issue is going to resolve itself to prove that you are on the right path, to prove that you are heading in the right direction. I do want to get another card. What else can I get for you guys? Which cards was I using? I'll use the Energy Oracle cards for you. Group 4, please. What can you tell me about November? What's going on for my Group 4s in November? Oh, excuse you. What's going on with my Group 4s in November? Oh, hello. We have Daughter Spirit, number 32. So I'm really called to see the dove here. I do see a big door opening for you. I also feel like this is confirmation that you can trust what you're feeling guided to do. This is confirmation that you are in the right direction. If you are relying on your intuition or your gut instinct throughout this situation, that is the correct thing to do. I also feel called to share that you are going to have peace. I know that you are someone who seems to really want balance and justice and harmony, like you really want to do the right thing. And this is confirmation that you will have peace in your life. You will have peace. Just continue following the information that you've been guided to receive, because your head is on fire. Your crown chakra is literally guiding you through this. Don't discredit your abilities here. The messages that you're receiving, by all means, keep following them, and you're going to receive confirmation throughout the way that you are on the right path. Group 4, please. What can you tell us about November for Group 4? We have Victory here. I do want to add that this card was reversed when it came out, though. So you are going to be victorious, but I just feel like, what is happening here? It's like you are going to be victorious. I feel like there are elements of this that you can't see happening right now. It's like the real victory is going to come as soon as you take that leap of faith, because there is so much in the background waiting to come out. You have to trust that you are being guided to do this. I think that victory is what's the word I'm trying to say? Victory is inevitable, but you won't see that until you take that leap of faith. There's this feeling, this element of really just taking that leap over the edge here and trusting what you are feeling guided to do. What else for Group 4, please? What can they expect in November? What's happening? November for my Group 4s, please. As we transition into Scorpio energy, what can my Group 4s expect in November? Oh, okay, listen, that's so frustrating when that happens, but you have 3 cards here that really intrigue me. Your first card is the first chakra, root chakra, Archangel Michael. I do see you planting new seeds. You've ripped some things out of your life, and it's time to plant some new seeds. It's time to move forward. It's time to gain that stability. Archangel Michael will be guiding you through this. If you do like to pray towards angels, I would be praying towards him, especially with that 4 of Wands. The main purpose of this awkward transition phase that you've been through in October is to really get you settled into this new beginning. And for many of you, it is a new romantic cycle. Prosperity lies ahead regardless, though. Your home life is going to be very balanced towards the end of this November month. And Archangel Michael is here to help you reground yourself, to help you plant that new seed and to feel rooted into your new purpose. Because that Ace of Wands is a repurposing of old energy. So I really feel like your root chakra here is trying to ground you in this new energy. We also have the Thinking Woman. There is a warning here not to overthink this situation, especially with the King of Swords. Please don't let this opportunity go. I don't think you will. I just have the feeling that your head at times can overrule these decisions. It's a reminder that, excuse me, Oh my god, that yawn just came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry, group 4. It's a reminder that with your mind, with your thoughts, you can trust your intuition. It's healthy to think about these things logically. We don't want to be a fool. We don't want to be this foolish person who's blindly listening to this little voice in our heads. But please don't overthink this. This is a reminder that you can trust your intuition here. It is healthy to think about this practically, but also trust the guidance that you are receiving in terms of all the signs and synchronicities. Because with you guys, I feel like it's very obvious. I feel like you think about something and then all of a sudden you're hearing about it on the radio, or all of a sudden somebody else is suggesting it to you as well. One minute you're thinking about doing this, and next minute there's an ad on Google for you to do it. So I think that it's really obvious for you, and I really think that you need to, that card is confirmation to continue trusting your intuition, developing this strong connection with your guides by listening and paying attention to the messages they send you, especially from your friends with this Two of Cups. There's suggestions that you get from people who are like really friendly with you, and there are also ways of sending messages to you as well. Now, the other card I have in my hand is Envy reversed. So I feel like this is why you feel like you need to balance other people out with that Six of Pentacles and the Justice of the King of Swords. I have a feeling that you're worried about other people. Then it's really confirmation that you shouldn't be. If other people are jealous, then that is something within them that they need to settle. That isn't your debt to settle. You don't need to worry about that, is what I'm trying to say. I think that being the King of Swords, you've done everything right here. You've done everything right here to try to do the right thing by other people. If these people are still jealous, then that is something within themselves that they need to resolve. That isn't your debt to resolve. And bottom deck energy is all tied up. So I do feel like you will be liberating yourself from something. I do feel like you are going to be incredibly focused, like a Pitbull with lockjaw is the imagery I'm getting, where this one thing is just going to be the fixation of your desire, the object of your desire throughout the entire of November. You're going to strive towards achieving that. I'm also seeing this mirroring action here between the 32 and the 23. So I feel like these cards are linked. If you do feel tied up, if you do feel stuck, remember to trust your intuition. Remember to call on your guides for support, for advice, for a sign on how to move forward, because the door to spirit is open and you can trust your intuition here. Something about your dreams as well. Trust your dreams. But I'm really excited for you, Group 4. I'm going to take this into the extended. In the extended, I will be breaking this energy down into 3 specific categories where we will be looking at career, life, and love for November as well. So if you are a patron, head over to Patreon now. That video is up at the time that you are seeing this, and follow me through to the extended. Otherwise, I shall see you in another video. Thanks, Group 4. Bye.